And now they're awarding the silver medals to Team USA. Well, it's got to be tough. An awful lot of finishing second to Team Canada. For a lot of these players. Team USA, though, has just hired in the past year a director of player personnel and scouting named Michelle Amidon, and that was a huge sign to a lot of veterans and young players that they are serious, and they took that wake-up call they got at the Olympics very seriously, and they'll be fine. This is a young team, and they'll be back to push hard at the next World Championship a year from now, which is scheduled to happen in Beijing, China.
USA, you may receive your silver medal.
Well, they have to be proud of what they accomplished here at this championship with such a young team, but they need to find a place for their NCAA players who are finished school to play after their NCAA career. They have a lot of players in this team that do not play a lot of hockey throughout the season, and you just can't win championships not playing hockey games throughout the year.
And one thing that is available to Canadian hockey players is some funding so they can commit themselves fully to training and playing, and that's not available to the American players.
Something that they're talking about with their association on a regular basis. The tough thing is a lot of these players play NCAA and you can't receive funding because of those rules.
But there are lots that are done.
Yes, that's true.
Playing.
And they need to find a way to help these young women like Kristen King, who's gone to Dartmouth and graduated, now plays for the Minnesota Whitecaps of the Western Women's Hockey League.
That is Helen Reeser right there, one of the defensemen for Team USA, followed up by Gigi Marvin from Warroad, Minnesota, not too far away from here. She's a bright light. We'll hear her name again.
Caitlin Kayau goes to Harvard with her teammate Julie Chu. Sarah Vaillancourt, the Canadian player, also goes to Harvard.
Jen Potter had a son on January 10th. Trained hard to get herself back in shape to compete here at the World Championship. Second time in her career that she's done that, the quick turnaround from having a baby and then playing at the World's.
And you know what? She played well.
Give
her credit. She played well on that second unit for Team USA. She's a competitor. She'll get herself back in shape for next year and be better.
Angela Ruggiero, who says that Donald Trump's going to give her a job after he fired her on The Apprentice.
Well, I hope he gives her a job on an ice hockey team that he owns or something, because that's a player that needs to play more hockey. I mean, she's too gifted of a player to not be playing hockey somewhere, working for the New York Islanders, Project Hope.
And the Canadian, or the rather, beg your pardon, the U.S. captain, Wendell Engstrom, the top defenseman in this tournament. She was good. Engstrom from Siren, Wisconsin. And there is Erica Lawler, tenacious forward from the University of Wisconsin.
There's no question a Wisconsin connection on this team, led by head coach Mark Johnson. And then Sarah Parsons goes to Dartmouth College, played on the same line as Sherry Piper and Jillian Apps.
There's the Wisconsin netminder there, Jessie Vetter, who was outstanding against Canada on Saturday.